Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back with another painting, but this time we'll be painting on canvas instead of sketchbook, which will mean that this is like a larger piece to work on. So I was a little late to catch up with this hit series called You, and I started with season 5 first. Then I realized that okay, I have to start with season 1 all the way to season 4, and I have been binging it for the last week. So there were many scenes at night that just kind of fades out into a bokeh background. Granted, he was just out murdering and stalking when the sun sets, so that's probably why. But there was one that I particularly like. He was just walking out of a bar in New York. I think it's season 1, and I was like, oh, this looks very familiar in a very hazy kind of way, so I decided to paint it. It doesn't look like anything at all that I've imagined, and I think this painting turned out to be a flop. But and then in the end I had to kind of just try to salvage it as much as I can. So this is where this painting is from. I wanted this to be kind of dark but with brown undertones, so it looks very West Village, warm lights, brown buildings. So which explains right now I'm kind of just doing the underpainting first and trying to get my values in. Because this is going to be like a night scene, so the buildings are going to be dark. Sometimes I find it very intimidating to paint it dark right away, so I find that going layer by layer kind of helps. I'm also working with limited colors here, and just I think about 4 shades of brown: Van Dyck brown, burnt umber, burnt sienna, raw sienna. For the night sky, it's going to be the same color as the road. To darken it, I use Van Dyck brown, which is the darkest shade of brown that I have among these, and I mix it with dioxazine violet, which is a very dark shade of purple, and just a hint of black to get this dark brownish kind of shade. I wanted just a little bit of color, so I'm adding these dividers by the side of the road, and I'm also mixing it with a little bit of black and brown so that the color kind of stays in the theme. Once I've completed the color mapping process, I'm kind of satisfied with the colors. I go in to paint the second layer properly this time. I wanted to paint the background blurry so that I can add some soft, warm bokeh lights to kind of like brighten up the painting later. So what I do is I blend all the sharp edges and corners of basically everything so that it has this kind of blurred out sort of look where nothing is very sharp. So I think my favorite part of this painting was actually painting the trees. I used to love painting them, it's my favorite subject, but I haven't actually painted any trees in a while. So for these trees, I also give them a little bit of shading from dark to light, bottom to top, and I just mix and match all the browns because the sky is dark. So if I do dark on top and light at the bottom, then the top part will be lost in the sky. So I had to reverse it so you can see the shape of the trees. So the trees have to be blurred out as well. So I blend the edges of the tree with the sky so you can see that it has this kind of blurred look about it. And I move on slowly to the bottom where I paint the sidewalk. And this time as I paint it, I'm actually darkening the shades of brown, but not too dark so you can still tell the difference between things, but dark enough so that it doesn't stand out too much and kind of just blends into the background and be consistent with the night brownish theme landscape. Every time I finish a section, I make sure to blend the edges so that it has that whole blurry look going on. And then now I'm just working on this dividers over here, and I mix a little bit more black with them so that the color doesn't stand out too much, but it also, like I said earlier, just blends into the landscape. And right now I am blending the edges to soften it so that the lines don't look too harsh. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of details on the buildings. And while I say details, this isn't going to be too detailed because I just want this to be very ambiguous, vague looking shapes of the windows so that the building doesn't look too empty. So for this set of windows, I just mix a little bit of ivory white to the brown that I'm using, and then I make sure to kind of just blend the edges as well, so it just fades into the background. And for the bottom half, I just draw a couple of lines and I just blend it in as well so that it doesn't look too empty and that it kind of balances out the landscape a little bit from the left to the right canvas. So over here, I'm adding a few reflective stripes on the divider. I mix white, but with the background color and a bit of dark gray so that the white doesn't look too blinding and it kind of just fades into the background. And then for this part, I wanted them to be like little bars, bistros or cafes by the side of the road. So I'm adding a bit of orange lights into it to brighten it up a little bit. I make sure to blend around the orange lights as well so that it will look a little bit softer. And then I'm going to add a few kind of like long oval stripes to create more lights, but for this one I'm not going to blend it so that the light stands out more. Then I add the lights on the lamppost, and then I continue to add this long shade kind of lights, and I scatter a few more on this part of the building on the right. So when I arrived at this part of the painting, I realized that I didn't actually like this at all, and it turned out nothing like I imagined it to be. So I thought one rose isn't gonna cut it. I decided to just paint a whole row of roses in hopes that I can cover at least half the landscape. And that's what I did. I just kind of freestyle draw a couple of roses with the size 000 fine liner brush, and then I paint them in pink. So this pink and white are very light colors. They're usually not opaque enough, especially when you're painting over a dark background. So I had to paint this twice. So this first layer will allow me to kind of shade the roses and the petals, and also give it a lighter background to paint the second layer on top so that the pink and white colors will come through. So for the leaf and the stem, I paint them in Mighty's green and I mix it with Prussian blue so that it's a bit dark, and I add the highlights in mid green. So this is a close-up shot of how I repaint the second layer of the roses, and my shading, I put it from dark coming out to light. From the inside of the petal will be dark, then I slowly shade it out to a lighter pink on the outer layer of the petal, and I repeat this for all the roses. Once I'm done with the roses, I mix green meat with yellow meat and I add highlights to the leaves so that it stands out a little bit more. I wanted these roses to be kind of like a distraction from the background and also a little bit out of place. So you can see the color theme looks very different, and it just kind of stands out, it kind of draws the attention to the foreground instead of the botched background. Anyway, I don't like this piece enough to sell it on Etsy, but I hope you find this tutorial useful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye!